Welcome to Bramlett Trout Farms, you guessed it, trout farm located in northeast Georgia in Fannin County. Terry and his wife Ruth have been running this farm for decades, and in those years have been building up a name for themselves and building up their clientele to mostly restaurants in the Atlanta area.
We're a Coldwater Hatchery and production facility. We raise rainbow trout, the Kamloops strain. We market about 90% of our fish to restaurants in the Atlanta area. We do some live hauling. We hatch approximately 60,000 eggs every 2 months. So we have various stages of growth to fit those different size requirements.
Normally, they're a lot busier, but like most things these days due to COVID-19, things have slowed down a bit. In the past 7 weeks, business has practically halted for the Bramletts due to restaurants closing.
Typically, we put around 1,000 pounds of live weight fish, into the Atlanta restaurants each week. We go through a grading process where they're sized. They go into an ice water slurry, and that's where they expire. They're packed in ice and delivered directly to the restaurants, usually within 3 to 4 hours of exiting the water. Again, ranging from 800 to 1,200 pounds per week, depending on the restaurant orders. Of course, when the restaurant shut down because of the pandemic, that went to 0. So we went 7 weeks without any deliveries to those restaurants.
However, just because business slows down doesn't mean that the work does. They grow the trout from eggs to full size at their farm, which takes at least a year, which means there's a lot of money involved and means they have to work hard to make sure even more money isn't lost.
We have significant fixed costs. We have a single pump up there that's pulling about $800 to $1,000 worth of power each month. Feed is extremely expensive. Eggs are also very expensive. We buy the best eggs that are available anywhere in the world, and those costs remain. So when you cut off the income stream, then those fixed costs certainly become pronounced. And we've cut back in a number of areas. We've slowed the growth down on our fish some purposely, so that we do not exceed those weight ranges that we need for our restaurant trade, and also it allowed us some savings on feed.
However, there is a light at the end of the very long tunnel. In the last couple of weeks, Governor Kemp has started to reopen the state, including restaurants, and the Bramletts are beyond ready to get back to normal.
We're very anxious to get back to the normalcy. Many of our restaurant customers place standing orders. We didn't even have to seek an order for each week. We knew what they were going to take week in, week out based on their demand, and we're very anxious to get back to that. We did have 2 restaurants come back online this week in a limited capacity. They're spacing their tables so that they meet the governor's guidelines.
Reporting in Fannin County for the Farm Monitor, I'm John Holcomb.